Here's a little one. I was watching something on the TV and it reminded me of something that I'd forgotten. I was called into I was in college, Queen's College, and I was called in over the loudspeakers, come to the headmaster's office, and was informed that I had to get dressed in, well, we weren't allowed to go out except in uniform, but to go down to the town of Queenstown to the mayor's office. Because some people, whatever it was, I can't remember, but I had to get dressed up and go down because I had to meet some people. And this was like in the evening, which was strange. So anyway, went down and there was like a dozen other guys from my year. We were in our final year at college. And I was, because I was F, Fagin, I was like always third or fourth in line of a group of people, right? I was never first. Kevin was first. And I get called into this room. I still don't know why I'm there, right? And I come in and there's this huge, long mahogany table and there's all these old geezers, right? Like, I don't know, maybe a dozen. And there's a chair at this end, which is empty, and there's all these guys and they've got forms and papers and everything else in front of them. David Fagin, yes, no, please sit down. Mr. Fagin, now this was a shock for starters. Mr. Fagin, my God, what the fuck is this? Mr. Fagin, yes, well, we'd just like to know, we see you seem to be doing quite well, and have you thought about your future? So I said, well, yes, to graduate and get on with life, and I've got to do this bloody army thing. And they said, but after that, what do you want to do? What would you like to do with your life? Have you thought about a career? And it took me by complete surprise. So my brain went, I don't know what this is all about, but I hadn't thought about that. So here's the thing. I said, okay, this will work. I'll become a teacher. And they went, oh, yeah, scribble. And would you like to go to university? I said, well, yeah, that's what we do, right? Of course. And you're to become a teacher, yes. And why would you like to do that? So I said, well, hey, I've tried that other thing, but hey, we get the same holidays as the kids. I don't want to lose that. And I only have to work half days. A little bit of homework here and there, but hey, and still have the same holidays. And there was this like silence, and they all kind of leaned forward. And Scott, thank you very much, Mr. Fagin. Please let yourself out. And I got this feeling, anyway, it just wasn't going well. My hands were sweaty, man. So this is the part that really got me. So I get up and I go to these big fucking doors, and there's a round brass knob to open the doors, double. And I go, my hands are sweaty, and it slips. So I try and grab, and I look over my shoulder, and they're all still stone-faced. And then I get both hands out, and my hands are now slipping, and now it's getting worse. And I look, and I glance over, and they're still just staring, and eventually one of them comes up. I get a handkerchief out, and I'm trying to dry that. One of them comes out and has to let me out. By this stage, I come out, and I was told afterwards I had this scarlet face, totally embarrassed. And it wasn't until years later I told Dad, he said, what? He said, oh, you qualified for that scholarship, did you? And I said, so that's what it was. He said, so what did you do? And I told him. He said, you fucking idiot. And that's how come I never got a scholarship to university.